Now, in this program, any resemblance between the people you see on the screen and real living people is purely intentional. Because, in fact, they are real, and it's our pleasure to catch them in the act of being themselves.
All right. So this tax collector's office here is open, though. I did see that, so we're going to try here first. Take a right here. That's nice. That's nice.
Okay. Let me transfer you to residential. Just a moment. You're welcome. Hey, what can we do for you?
I'm just taking a look around the facility. Seeing if you guys... Oh, you got candy here for Halloween? I don't mind if I do.
Yep, just cool. Oh, y'all ready for Halloween?
What the heck?
What can we do for you? Yeah, Mom wants to get a copy of Oh, okay. That's actually done through the clerk of court downstairs. So if you go back into the elevator and you go down. Hi, how can I help you?
I'm just taking a tour around the facility.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just a journalist taking a tour over the facility. Oh, that's the Blue Angels. They're very... If you ever get a chance to see them, they're based out of the Naval Air Station here in Pensacola, but they do excellent, like, aerial acrobats, that kind of stuff. Very feisty. That's really interesting. Wonder if that's Mr. Jones's office. Whoa.
Hi, Sandra. There's somebody up front that would like to see you. Can I tell her your name? Robert Sims. All right, I'm gonna have him sit at window 5. Thank you. All right, if you folks will just head on back to this, I say window, but yeah, that's no 5. You did? Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, ma'am.
You too, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, please. Have you had any reports of political violence this political season? None? Zero? In Pensacola? Oh,
Okay, yeah, I know that's right, yes, ma'am.
I'm Tim, by the way.
Yes, a lot.
What's your name?
Sonia.
Sonia.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want that, yes, ma'am.
So that means you guys behind the counter cannot videotape.
No, you cannot videotape anything behind the counter.
From here?
Correct. So, like, you would not be allowed to videotape any of their computers, any of the documents on their desk.
But we're here to make sure that you guys have the screens that prevent us from being able to do that.
So,
They make a special film that you can put over it. In other municipalities where we've done this, we've had that change made. But a restriction on our rights is not the proper change.
you cannot come behind the counter.
No, we're not
And
going
you
behind
cannot videotape anything behind the counter.
from here, I think. Sorry, not to be argumentative, but you understand that, right?
I understand.
Okay, thank
We
you.
have sensitive information that we have.
And I don't wanna compromise, if I do catch anything, you bet that I won't put it out there. But we are testing compliance, making sure that our private information is not gonna be sold again like it was in 2017 for $77 million to metadata brokers and bill collectors and telemarketers. We got it. Good night. Supervise. Excuse me, ma'am, Sonia looks occupied. I had another question. Sorry to interrupt you again, but I just noticed the sign in there. Now, a person who is voting can take a picture of their own ballot.
That is the only photography.
Okay, all right. Is that on there? I'll double check. Yes, it does say it.
Okay.
Here,
Tax refund.
get yourself a pen. You know you could use one.
By Senator Fasano. Check this out, look at this. You think any relation to Anthony?
I have no clue.
Probably. It's those do-nothing jobs in government.
Yeah.
Super Nintendos and all that.
Uh-oh, here we have the socialites.
Oh yeah, I saw the Pensacola Athletic Club.
Okay. Photo. Okay, got it.
Wow.
Somewhere I need to find it.
All right, let's see what this says.
Should have one. Yeah, I should have that. No.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, I need to get a new light.
Did you find that in OpenGov or did you find that in the library? Yeah. How do you get it to come down without, copying it to the code? Can you do it that way?
Like, how do you do it without copying it? You project?
Yes.
Go Cubs.
Go Cubs, yes sir.
I didn't think I'd ever see him win.
No, I tell you.
My grandfather lived his whole life, never seen him.
I used to go to Wrigley Field when I was 4 or 5 years old, way back in the 50s.
Yep.
There's always hoping, always hoping.
Always next year.
Bernie Banks, always next year,
Yeah.
next season, yeah.
I tell you what, when they lost to the Padres in the playoffs in the 80s, like 84, that broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
You have a beautiful day, sir. Go Cubs.
Hey man.
Hey, buddy. You see the Reanimator?
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of cool. This side's got
That's
some
awesome.
too. Creature from Black Lagoon, Maximum Overdrive.
Oh wow, they're in the spirit.
Yeah.
That's nice.
There was some candy in there.
This is the office of purchasing. Did you get
Yeah.
a camphor?
You call
No.
help?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was just asking my friend if he asked you guys for the comprehensive annual financial report. Do you have a copy?
Do I? No, not at this time, no.
Oh, okay.
No, this is
Not readily available, no.
purchasing.
It should be. Should be. That's one of those that we should have. Like the commission usually in municipalities has a stamped one that is ready for the public to inspect on the van, so we can make sure that no ones and zeros are getting changed.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm looking for,
It's no big deal, sir. We're having Can I help you with anything?
Oh no, I just wanted to check out that.
Ben.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Kent.
Ken. Ben.
These
Hi,
gentlemen were
Dave.
asking for the annual financial report?
Sorry? Comprehensive annual financial report. I know, usually that's what we were told, but there's always maybe at the city clerk, or the county clerk, they'll have a copy that is readily available for inspection. If they don't, it should be at the reference section of the main library.
We wouldn't have it here. This is purchasing.
Yeah, this is purchasing. If you
Yeah,
need
that's
it,
why I came here.
the clerk's office is down on the first floor.
Clerk's
Okay,
office.
thank you.
What
Yeah,
about
that's where we'll get there.
financing? Is there a finance department here in this building? Or?
The clerk's office is
Clerk's office
finance.
is finance.
Is financing as
Yeah.
well? Oh.
Do you know where it is?
They figure out
I
where the
do.
money's gonna go
Okay.
and then tell you to buy it.
We
We
wish.
need this land, we need this many cars, right?
Yeah, we wish.
Yeah. Well, we do this just to explain.
You guys handle credit cards purchasing for
There
the
we go.
county?
We do.
Okay. Could I do a public record request for the master statement of all cards issued to county employees for last month?
You can if you go to myescambia.com. The public records request information is on there on how to get it.
We should be able.
Yeah,
to
I'm well familiar. Yeah,
do it,
with
yeah.
Florida law. That's why I'm asking, because Florida law allows me to come to the agency and ask in person for a request. I don't have to go online or go to Aunt Titbit's house down on West Sassafras. You know, I can do it right here in person.
Just take
vocally.
His email down.
Yeah, just my email, and then they can email it to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Abby,
it doesn't take any redactions because the banks already redact the numbers. So.
Can you take
and-
down an email address and send
Because it's a
him
public card,
the
none of the
master
transactions are confidential.
So
You
my
know?
example, Kent, was Alachua County, for example. Sadie Darnell, the former sheriff, the penultimate sheriff, was also Tom Petty's cousin. She decided to buy, instead of buy squad cars for all the deputies, she gave them bonuses. And the Florida State Senate, or the Florida Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Alachua County Commission, saying that was wrong. When we look at the comprehensive annual financial report, it shows where all the money went last year. And it should match up with the promises that the budget makes, right?
Right.
So if it turns to
Never
people,
heard of anybody getting bonuses around here.
Yeah.
oh, well,
No.
Yeah,
the governor has done a bunch for
Right.
teachers and police officers in the
yeah,
last,
and
every year for the last
it
8
happens.
years.
Yeah, and not in all localities either. You
Yeah.
know, just like there's bad dentists.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean every dentist you go to is going to be bad. But there are some out there that are bad. Same thing with government. So we specifically focus on government issues. So we run a Say Something, See Something program where people can reach out to us, because a lot of times when you work for the government, it's hard to report malfeasance that the government is doing to the government. It's kind of an oxymoron, right?
Yeah,
How am I going to tell complain about my boss doing something wrong
is
when his
frowned upon
boss
in the
is
government.
doing something wrong,
Well,
right? All that's going
we
to do
get
is
an email
make you
once a
lose your
week
job.
on fraud.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so if we see anything that looks fraudulent, we're supposed to report it right away.
Right.
So we, most employees would if we discovered anything.
Well,
But as far as long as I've been here for 2 years, I haven't seen anything like that.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised, in Clearwater, there was this lady, $3,000 a month on her hair and nails on
Oh,
the taxpayer dollars.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, we found they were having a gingerbread house building competition for a morale boosting exercise at their admin building in Pasco County.
On
And-
overtime.
Yeah, they incentivized it by giving everyone overtime to do that. Nobody wanted to go because they had too much work. They said, "Hey, how about we sweeten the pot? Taxpayer dollar, they'll dig deeper." And we do this a lot of times. You'll see the police interactions because that's where a lot of the corruption is.
Okay.
And that CCM, the Something Say Something program, a lot of cops can't call out their bad cops because they'll get left to bleed out. They'll get Serpa code, and that's another reason why we do this. But we don't just focus on police. There's a lot of not to say you guys, but do nothing jobs in the government sector that they're just. I'm happy with this fat government, check that I'm getting for. I'm a people person.
Yeah.
It happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen plenty. Pritchard, Alabama, the water lady at the water department, director of the water department, got busted. Over $400,000 spent on city credit cards. And they called it Gucci Gate because when the feds went into her house, they pulled out, and literally it was on the news. Her whole front lawn was covered in Gucci, Prada,
All the boxes of
all,
stuff.
all the
Yeah,
boxes
I
of
remember
just
that.
all the success. They had over. You remember that lady in the Philippines? Remember how she had all those shoes?
Yeah, Imelda
This lady's
Marcos.
number 2,
Oh,
right?
yeah, Imelda
Boxes
Marcos,
and boxes of Nikes and Reebok. I mean, stacked,
I
stacked
remember.
high. It was
And you would
crazy.
think these are just isolated. It's gotten so bad that we the people have. I put pause on my day's work, to come and do this on my time off all over the country, and we need to, because if we don't do anything, it keeps on happening.
And it's good right now while we work for government because we're getting them special benefits. But when we retire, the government doesn't look at us and say, oh, well, you know what? He used to work for the water department. Let's be easy on his taxes. So over in Sumter County, which is where the Villages are, I'm sure you gentlemen have heard of the Villages, largest retirement community in the world.
No, I'm not familiar
Central
with
Florida.
it.
Yeah, the Villages is the largest retirement community in the world. It's in Central Florida. So we have a lot of retired public employees from up north that come down there. Well, the local county council there wanted to raise their fire rate, and there were more people at this county meeting than we've ever seen, and literally outside the building, down the block, waiting over 2 hours of public comments, and they're ex-public employees, and they're saying, well, why are you raising our rates? What's the same thing you did to the citizens when you were in New Hampshire? Right? And you thought, oh, well, it's no big deal. I'm making great money, and, I get a little leeway. The government gives me a little break, and I'll just raise this over here on them, and then I'll retire down to Florida, and I'll live the good life. Well, now
That's
they're
sad.
charging you 2 and 3 times because it happens everywhere, right?
Even
So
sadder note, you've heard of Dozier School for Boys, right?
over here in
Mariana.
oh my God.
Is that the one where long
found-
time ago,
They found
they found all the dead buried?
80?
80 and then 20 something more in 2019. So over 100 kids. And that's what happens when we don't look. We have to check, and no, we're not going to find it here. But perhaps when we asked for that credit card statement, somebody's not going to get their nails done next week.
I can guarantee you, we audit those and we
Good.
know that nobody's getting their nails
Well,
done.
and
If I can get your email address though,
Yes.
because we will put it in the system.
Yeah, I can write that down.
Thanks for understanding, y'all.
Yep, no problem.
Oh, I love the name tag. That should be on my desk.
Yeah, they bought that for me because they kept asking me questions. I'm like, just because I said so.
I'm trying to make it as easy to read as possible. Usually I have folks write it down so they can't say they can't read my handwriting, but
Happy Halloween, man.
And then what we're gonna do, just so you know, is we will do the public records request for you because we have to in our system.
okay, you use
So
one of those online portals?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just tell them to email me. I know that they have the portals and they try to send me the information through the portal, but then I have to sign up to
Okay.
use the portal, and I don't want to have to sign up. That's not a requirement for me to sign up to get the information. They can do it in the portal. I'm more than fine with that because I
Okay.
know that's how you guys keep
Yeah,
track.
that's how we keep track.
That's perfect, but just tell them, just send me the information. I don't want to have to sign up.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, you guys have a great, happy Halloween. Did
You too.
they kicked my buddy out already, I hope?
I think he's in here taking a video of all of Travis's old movie posters.
Oh, yeah, those were great. Those were
Can
great.
you copy me on that, please?
Sure. Let me get you
Yeah, those are great. And I'm guessing you've watched them.
A million times.
I love it. I love it that you're not like, oh yeah, it looked good, so I thought I'd hang it up. Okay, all right, excellent. Me too.
And
Rights, RIGHTS. Crispy. Spelled correctly. All right. Bye now.
Thank you guys. Happy Halloween. I should have copied you on that anyway. I don't know why I didn't.
That's 1 o'clock, or is it noon? What time is it? I gotta go pee. Let's go back this way.
That's 1 o'clock here. All right, on to the next spot.
You